This is blue, number one, and one of the main mistake students made is forgetting to put the symbols in units. So I'll make this one blue plus. I'm gonna make it blue plus, and blue plus for this one. So you'll have a chance to make more than half credit back. I'm not gonna make it black, but a blue plus. A lot of you missed points because you forgot the symbols and the units, and that's just an oversight. Sometimes the symbols and units are wrong. Anyway, so I will judge this as to how many points you get back on this. Just fix it in blue or green or purple. Remember, don't use pencil to fix things. You don't get any points back on this one, but the answer is C. Most people got it, well, I'll say 65 to 70% got it right, because just look at the patterns. It's the only one that works unit-wise. I take that back. E, it looks like E works unit-wise as well, but E does not fit the pattern. Here, some people put a curve on it, but I had to know it's a cubic function. Hard to tell if we're just looking at a curve. And then you had to have some numbers on this one. It's definitely not linear because we're looking at x versus t, and this is a cubic function if k has those units. And yeah, so it's, God, I'm sorry, I apologize. 468 is the number I was looking for, but this is good. In other words, you got to quantify it some. Here is multiple choice, 4 and 5, but you can look those over. 6 came from, it's either Princeton or Texas. And B looks good. A lot of them look good when you first look at it. E, though, is only that's right. So same displacement, meaning same displacement vector from the origin. Again, not the same position. Pauli exclusion principle says two items cannot occupy the same point at the same time. Then it can't have the same velocity or it wouldn't be passing, so it has to have the same acceleration because it's on the same angle of inclined planes, so gravity's diluted the same. Okay, so you have 42 points here, 21 points you can get back, up to 21. But taking a look here, you're going to notice that the red with the yellow, and those are how much points each section's worth, and you can get 15 points for the top 3 boxes. So even if you're wrong, you pick the wrong, if you give me some chicken scratches on that drawing, something that I'm going to get 5 points there. The symbol thoughts, as long as I'm seeing you kind of work through equations, you'll probably get most of those 5, and then the isolated, now you have to have the right one at that point, but you still get 2 out of 5. And then you can get some points for the conversions. Like, there's two conversions you're going to need is feet to miles and meters to feet, and because those were given. I don't give you suggested conversions if you're not going to use them. So you could have put those down. So you could have eked out probably 19 out of 42 points, even if you really didn't understand what else to do. Anyway, you'll keep working these. We'll get better at them. 19 people out of 60, I felt like understood this one really well. This is a harder one. It's the hardest one we've done so far on a test. This was a tough one. I considered making it black, but the reason I didn't make it black is that enough people got the acceleration and the velocity okay. So you're looking at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 points out of 42. Half the points are the acceleration here and the velocity. You just got this. This is linear. This is flat. If you think of it as a sideways trio, the hard part came with this one, with the 21 points worth of, we got 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 points there came from this, and you had to use the second orange. The graphical version of the second orange equation, that's got to be your x naught. And then you had to plug them in. So it takes a little time. So that is the whole thing. You do need to have the table filled out, though. Last year, this one was black. And this year, I think you all did well enough where I'm going to make this one blue. A lot of you got the A, and you got the rest of the V's. It's the where you had trouble was the X's. 2 points per arrow. So you have for the X's you had to actually plug into the second orange, the graphing version of the second orange. Okay. This one's blue. I consider not even making it blue because enough of you got it right. I really feel like you're getting this, and this is the last time you'll ever be tested over this question. It's not going to show up anywhere else. I take it back. No, not quite like this. You'll have negative trios in free fall, but you won't have to ever go through this process of doing the stegosaurus tail or anything like that anymore. But I feel like you guys, that's good because most, I would say 90% of you can do the stegosaurus tail. And then the problem people had were doing the steps still. There's still some issues there. And then finding the slope of those steps. But for the most part, I don't know what the average score was, but it was probably at least 25 out of 30. So most people did okay on this one. Remember I told you that there's never any black or blue on a derivation. That's one of the one-shot deals. Now, watch out for the derivation on the third orange for the test number 3. But remember, you're going to have your notebook. So, it's kind of foolish not to have it in your notebook. All right, final one here. This is blue. You get 5 points. Some of you lost some points because you didn't. It says required here, label drawing. And that could be a little arrow. But you can't just draw a little arrow. You got to say, I don't expect you to be perfect, but you got to have some numbers on there, like what is what. All right. And then it's the second orange. You had to isolate the variable. You didn't have to. I said follow CL DEPA, but I wasn't too picky. If you have an answer of negative 1.5 or negative 1.6 for acceleration, you're going to end up, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt in most cases, but you got to have some kind of work up here that I can follow. All right. But good way to ensure partial credit is to show work as you're going. All right. That's it. Remember, this is due Friday. Put it in the box by 3:15, and you'll get your points back. Lots of points.